This is the greatest intro you will ever find known to man. I know it just bunts the microphone. I don't think you guys heard it, but nonetheless, you should just like the video because of the intro. Might as well. Subscribe while you're at it. What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans from all across the globe? I know it's a whole new camera angle. You can oddly see my window as well as some of my knickknacks that hangs out on the windowsills, as well as my bed. It was super weird, the fact that you can actually see my bed now. I had to make sure it was nice and presentable for the camera, just in case you guys are paying more attention to the background than in the foreground. But nonetheless, here is another new piece of content for you all. This is going to be super exciting and fun and exhilarating, and is probably the current meta that is happening today. As you can always tell by the video, today what I have for you is the Eldlich versus, I believe, is Adamancipators. It's a rock deck, or at least it plays the go 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 do 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 stuff, all of that good stuff. I'm pretty sure the Adamancipators play all of that. But the only reason why I'm not 100% sure is because the back and forth that happened was super interesting, and you'll see what I mean in a second. But nonetheless, I know I look kind of wonky. I have two microphones, one, two. This one's usually used for Xbox, especially when I stream. I just got too lazy to take the microphone off, so I just left the microphone on. So just kind of pretend that you're only hearing me through this mildmicrophone. All right, guys. Enough wasting time. Let's jump right into this. So what we have here, like I said, Eldlich versus, I believe, is Adamancipators. Top player decided to go first in his game one match. This is an actual full-blown match is what they played. It just didn't really feel like it, and you'll see what I mean as we kind of progress through the video. So starting off the game, top player goes ahead and activates, or not activates, sets two cards and then calls it a turn. Super interesting, but I believe it is probably one of the most normal things to do when you're playing Eldlich. You just set a bunch of Eldlich trap cards and then call it a turn. They take complete control during your opponent's turn nonetheless. Opponent draws into a lightning storm, which is a super plus. He has two lightning storms. He can only activate one, but nonetheless, this is exactly what he needs to out any potential problems or just eliminate the problems altogether. So bottom player definitely definitely seen the fortune here. So he activates the lightning storm, and response was met with the Scarlet Sanguine to special summon the Golden Boy straight from the deck. And then the whole thing resolves. He lost the Conquistador. Hopefully it's not going to hurt him too much. Went ahead, normal summons a Doki Doki by discarding Go 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 Gigas, and was met with an Ash Blossom when he tried to activate Doki Doki's effect, but that Ash Blossom was then met by with a Called by the Grave. Sorry, boss, but I'm gonna get this search, is what he was basically telling him. He went ahead, checked out what the next draw was gonna be, and saw that his draw was no bueno, and then called it again. Going into the sighting, they are now going to prepare with what he believes is a turn 2 turn, while the top player is getting ready to go turn 1. At least that's the assumption. Going in, top player does elect to go first. Definitely brand new hands that we can actually do something with it. He's got something very interesting, and so far with the addition of Apprentice Illusion Magician, I'm starting to see a little bit more with zombie decks. I'm pretty sure this card's gonna start seeing some real play very relatively soon. But enough of my opinions of that. We're here to watch this matchup go down. So going into main phase 1, he normal summons, pardon me, the Invoker, activates the Invoker's effect to search out Invocation. He then discards a card from his hand to special summon Illusion Magician, to then link the pardon me, link the 2 away for a Prophecyr. He then activates Prophecyer's effect to show spellbook cards to get 1 to his hand, and then searches out or gets out, whatever the terminology you want to use, Spellbook of Secrets. He then activates Secrets to get Knowledge to his hand, and then activates Knowledge, tributing Prophecyr to be able to draw 2 more cards. He ended up drawing Golden Land Forever as well as a DD Crow. Super exciting, I know. going into the next card play, he goes into his invocation to be able to summon out, I believe was a Mechaba. Yes. So he discarded the Golden Boy as well as banished the Invoker, and then activates the invocation effect to get Invoker back to his hand. He then activates the Cursed Eldland to search out I believe he searched, a trap. I think he searched out the Conquistador. And then he uses the Golden Boy's effect in Grave to send a continuous spell or trap. Or I think it doesn't have to be continuous. I think it's just send a spell or trap that you control to the grave, and then retrieve this card to hand. And then you have the option of special summoning a zombie monster out into the field. So seeing as how that whole second bit is completely optional, which I don't think is the legitimate reason why you can do this. I think it more so has to do with cost, but that's an opinion for a different video at another time. He special summons the Golden Boy from his hand, but shortcut, he just special summons it straight from the grave. He then uses Golden Boy's effect to send a Huaquero. I believe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Don't hate me in the comments if I pronounced it wrong. Banishes the Sanguine from grave to set another Huaquero. Again, don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm just assuming that's what it is. And then sets to and ends, and in the end phase banishes the Huaquero to set another Sanguine out. So now he's got 4 set cards out onto the field. So this guy is practically set and ready for war with this deck. This is basically your standard Eldlich play. Going into the bottom player's turn, he draws for a Block Dragon, but immediately plays the Lightning Storm to try to eliminate the potential problems of his, I'm assuming, back row. He did call the back row. However, it was met with the Golden Land Forever, the phenomenal counter trap for Eldlich, seeing as how it's completely searchable, completely usable, protecting his back row and getting ready to take over. He sends away his Golden Boy, and then the plays continue. He activates Adamancipators, ditches the Go Glove into the grave to search out 2 monsters of different type, a Zubaba, a Gagaga, a Go, or a Dododo. I just wanted to say all of that just because it sounded like it would have been fun to say. Anyways, I didn't really have that much fun saying it. Anyways, so he goes ahead and he retrieves a Go Giant, and he retrieves a Utopic Onomatopoeia. Now, real quick pause. I don't know why, at least not 100%, people can search Utopic Onomatopoeia with this card. I think it has something to do with the OCG name of the card, in which they allowed the ruling for I guess to transfer over into the TCG. Feel free to comment in the comment section below, confirming if that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess this is a legal thing to do. I for one, I'm just like kind of looking at it face value. Technically, you're not supposed to be able to search it, but hey, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. Goes ahead and finishes resolving that. Normal summons the Go Giant, attempts to activate its effect, and the top player decides, no, you're not going to be able to get that effect. I'm going to activate Conquistador and then chain, pardon me, Sanguine out onto the field. Or not Sanguine out onto the field. Chain Sanguine so you can get the Golden Boy out onto the field. So that way you can go ahead and banish the only monster that he has in the grave. But then it was quickly met with a Cosmic Cyclone, getting rid of the Conquistadors. That way he can still attempt to get his effect. Everything resolves. He gets the Golden Boy, banishes everything. He pays 1,000 life, or he decides not to pay 1,000 life. Nonetheless, he activates Huaquero of the Golden Land after the bottom player attempted to activate Glove's effect in grave. This is where things kind of go sideways, and in which I started to not know if this is an Adamancipator deck or not. Banishes the glove, and then said, I can't recover from this because I can't get another body on the board. Goes into sighting. I know, rough life. Going into the final game, the current score being 1-1. Who's going to take it? Will it be Eldlich or will it be the question mark Adamancipators? We'll find out tonight. It's nighttime during my time. By the way, I was a little bit hesitant recording this video at this hour just because I did get a new neighbor. The old neighbor moved out some time ago, and I don't know how chill this person is. I wanted to avoid recording it, but then this is something I really wanted to record, so I recorded it. Anyways, going into main phase 1, bottom players going first. Activates Automata Pickup to search out Automata Para. He's got 3 of these in his hand. Super Rough Life activates Para. Ditches a Para because you only activate 1, so it doesn't make sense to have 2 or all 3 in his hand. Attempts to search was met with an Ash Blossom. So top player said no search for you, basically. Sets his only trap card down on the field, calls it a turn. This trap card is super interesting, unique. I never knew this card was an actual thing. Basically, if you don't know what the trap card does, and you've probably been looking at it since I have it here on the screen, I'm going to read it for you anyways. Pay 2,000 life points, reveal all cards in your hand, look at your opponent's hand, select 1 card, remove it from play until your opponent's next end phase. Which is super odd. Like we all know why this cards like these shouldn't exist. I'm not gonna dive into it. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue into the game. Going into standby phase, activates the card. Opponent, he revealed his hand. Opponent's revealing his hand, and then he decided to banish the terraformings. That way he can't get his meltdown. I know, rough life. He decides to normal summon. First off, top player decides to play his hand open. I guess it's just a matter of, it doesn't matter. He knows what's in my hand anyway. So, this is player choice. Normal summons the invoker, searches out invocation, then links that away for an Almirage, and then links the Almirage away for, eventually but there it is, for Gardna. And then activates invocation by banish, and he banishes Gardna. I guess he's banishing the invoker as well to get, I believe, what's supposed to be a Mechaba. Yes, it is a Mechaba. And then resolves the invocation effect, which is why instead of banishing the invoker, he just got it back to his spell and trap rather than just bringing it to his hand. And then he just gathers all of his cards back, and then goes into battle phase, dealing 2,500 attack. I think this is probably arguably the first damage dealt by battle so far this whole game. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! What have we come to? Anyways, he goes ahead and set his impermanence, and then retrieves his terraforming, and then calls it a turn. It is now the bottom player's turn, drawing a Doki Doki, going into main phase 1. Saw that he's not going to be able to out the impermanence and gave the duel to the top player. Rough life, I know. But nonetheless, though, guys, this is the meta. This is what it kind of came down to it. As usual, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit like the button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see some more. There's definitely not too many ton videos, but a few other videos that are kind of like this that a lot of people enjoyed as well. The only reason why I continue bringing this kind of content to you guys, because I see you guys really enjoy this kind of content, and it warms my heart to see that you guys are actually enjoying this. So that is why I bring you this. In other news, also feel free to check out the Twitch channel. Twitch in the link description below. We play all kinds of games: Halo, COD, Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm debating about Minecraft. It's been kind of 50-50 with Minecraft, and then so on and so forth. And we only, or at least I only look to expand in the library of games that we play there. But nonetheless, though, feel free to check the channel out if you're looking to kind of continue finding entertainment. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, usually early afternoons to midday, my time, which is like Pacific. I think that's the right time zone. I don't know. I've never been really good at that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the day. I hope you guys enjoy the evening. I hope you guys enjoy the time that you are currently experiencing. I'm definitely trying to find the most productive way of dealing with what's currently happening. And I hope you guys are staying safe, healthy, and maintaining your distance. And I hope you all have a fantastic one. Bye-bye.